Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and this is the channel where I went to business school so you didn't need to, and today we are talking about SoFi Technologies SOFI stock. We're really going to be talking about their amazing earnings results which just came in, and why the share price surged by around 20% due to this overall optimism. So for more videos on SoFi Technologies, don't forget to go and annihilate that like button right now, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe if you are new, don't forget to become a member of this channel to support me personally for as little as 99 cents, but if you can't afford 99 cents, don't worry. By subscribing, you're going to get this content for absolutely free. And with all of that being said, I say let's dive right into today's stories. SoFi Technologies, as you probably already know, is a fintech company or a financial technology company that operates as a digital bank. SoFi Technologies shares right now are up 20% due to the overall future optimism and future forecasts for their overall revenue, on top of their overall fantastic financial results which they just brought in. The fintech delivered strong deposit numbers and very impressive second quarter overall revenue and earnings per share. Right now, SoFi stock is trading at around $11.50, while more bearish analysts believe the company could fall to around $3, and more bullish analysts believe it could surge up to $14. The company recently posted a loss of 6 cents per share, which actually beat the forecast from Wall Street, who predicted that they would actually bring in a loss of 7 cents per share. So, clearly in regards to their earnings per share, also known as EPS, they beat on their overall projections and estimates. And on top of that, they also beat in their overall revenue guidance, because analysts projected that the company would bring in $474 million for the quarter. However, they actually brought in $488.8 million, again equating to fantastic results. You should also be aware that SoFi's personal and home loan originations beat Wall Street's projections as well, to where their personal loan origination volume grew to around $3.74 billion, approximating to an increase of around 51%. So far, these are phenomenal numbers for SoFi Technologies. They not only beat in their revenue, but they also beat in their overall earnings per share, their personal loans, as well as their overall home loan originations. However, with that being said, there's also some bad news regarding how their student loan originations fell by around 1%, down to $395.37 million, while their home loans fell by 27%. So even though their home loan originations beat Wall Street's estimates, it just didn't fall as much as Wall Street actually projected. Now, their total deposits also grew by around 26%, up to $12.7 billion, which is another huge win for this overall company. And on top of that, both their members and products also both rose. And for me, I think the best part is them bringing in new members and new customers, because as they bring in new members, they get to upsell and cross-sell them on other opportunities and products and services that SoFi Technologies offers, which impacts their top and bottom line. But overall, we literally saw a quadruple beat in regards to SoFi Technologies, to where they beat on their revenue, earnings per share, personal loan originations, and home loan originations. So all of this is fantastic news, and that's why the overall share price surged by around 20%. Now, in a previous video, I predicted that this could happen, although I still think the company is going to pull back. So right now, the company is trading at around $11.50, meaning that we could see weakness in this company going forward. But if not, I win either way, because I am still holding my position in SoFi, because it's such a great long-term investment, and I don't really want to bet too much on short-term volatility or short-term news updates, because the overall future projections of this company are phenomenal. I also want to bring to your attention that SoFi Technologies will become profitable by the end of the year, to where 2024 could be an entire year of full GAAP profitability. These results for their earnings report were actually so good that they decided to now increase their overall adjusted net revenues for the entire year of 2023, to where management expects that for their net revenue regarding 2023, they're going to bring in between $1.97 and $2.03 billion, which is an increase from the prior $1.96 billion to $2.02 billion. So this is another fantastic increase that we are seeing for their overall financials. But the good news just keeps getting better, because company executives said that they could improve on these guidances going forward, especially as their student loan refinancing business is going to increase. However, they don't anticipate for it to increase and beat results until after September, which makes sense, because that's when it's going to become mandatory for people to start paying back on their student student loans that have been frozen for quite a while. We also see analysts chiming in on this company who were less bullish than I actually thought they were going to be. For instance, a Mizuho securities analyst called this recent uptick in guidance a sign of strength, and they praised SoFi Technologies for a fantastic second quarter. However, although they have a buy rating on SoFi stock, they only have a price target of around $9. As of right now, analysts have mixed opinions about SoFi Technologies, which 32% of analysts who are covering the stock say to buy the company, 58% say to hold the company, and 11% say to sell the company. However, I do think this is more positive than negative, because whether or not you buy or hold this company, that is very positive. The people who are saying hold, such as myself, think that this company is going to achieve even greater earnings and revenue well into the future, while the buy analysts think that this company is going to surprise and keep surprising investors as time goes on every single quarter. However, there are some less bullish analysts, such as a JP Morgan analyst who is worried that the expectations for refinancing student loans are actually less impressive than investors should think. He reiterates that SoFi shares have rallied in recent weeks on enthusiasm around the student loan refinance opportunity, which we continue to believe is smaller than many investors appreciate. So he's essentially saying that people think that their overall exposure to student loan refinancing is actually a smaller pie than people think it is. And that's why this JP Morgan analyst has a price target on SoFi stock of around $6 per share. Many professionals and investors believe that the addressable market for SoFi Technologies for their student loan refinancing is around $200 billion. However, this analyst actually anticipates that it's closer to around $90 billion. And for this, only time will tell. But for me, I'm going to disagree with this Morgan Stanley analyst, and I'm going to agree much more with the Mizuho analyst, saying that their proper value is probably $9 or above, and this JP Morgan analyst, I think, is undercutting this company substantially. And if you don't want to take my word for it, just talk to the CEO himself, who says, and I quote, "We think there will be ample amount of demand for people who are trying to lower their costs on a monthly basis in this environment, and then more broadly, some subset of the people being able to actually reduce their total costs of their loans." So in this regard, this would include student loans, meaning that he thinks that there is ample demand for student loans. So the CEO is blatantly disagreeing with this JP Morgan analyst, which is honestly exactly what I am doing right now. However, I don't think investors should say that the company is going to explode up to $25 or something like that, because that is not what these revenues and earnings are predicting. Now, don't get me wrong, these results were absolutely phenomenal, but let's not get too bullish, because like I said, we can anticipate a pullback in the overall share price. After a company surges by around 20% or more, we can anticipate that some investors are going to use this as an opportunity to take profits, which is why we are going to see some short-term downward pressure. But luckily, over the long term, I think this company is going to be a phenomenal opportunity for investors to hold, which is going to make them a lot of money. And since the company is going to become profitable by the end of the year, I think SoFi Technologies is set for long-term price appreciation. But that's not all. The CEO of SoFi Technologies also went on Yahoo Finance for an interview where he said that one of the biggest concerns for SoFi investors has been the company's exposure and reliance on student loans, given that student loan debt repayments have been paused. However, those repayments are set to restart soon. So the CEO is literally saying that just wait, if you think that this was an impressive earnings result, the next quarter, or specifically quarter 4, is going to be even better. And I think that's when we're going to see this company absolutely skyrocket in their overall share price. So I'm in complete agreement with SoFi's CEO, but you do have to remember, CEOs purposefully try to hype up their company as much as possible. However, in this regard, I actually completely agree with the CEO, because yes, I anticipate very heavy demand for their student loan refinancing once student loans actually start to accrue interest and payments become mandatory. So if investors are excited to see the recent pop in their overall revenue and earnings, just wait until the company becomes fully profitable and they get to take advantage of student loan refinancing to the nth degree. So overall, I would say this is a very positive news update for SoFi Technologies. I would love to hear your price targets down below. Don't forget to go and annihilate that like button right now. Comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next YT video.